new strength. Philippines buys 2 new complete warships from South Korea. The Philippines has ordered 2 new warships from South Korea's Hyundai Heavy Industries. Philippine Defense Secretary Gilberto C. Teodoro Jr. said the purchase is aimed at modernizing the country's navy amid escalating disputes with Beijing in the South China Sea. The Philippine Navy's armaments have been poor for decades, with the country still operating World War II-era U.S. warships. The Navy's modernization program only began in 2010, when President Rodrigo Duterte's predecessor, Benigno Aquino, came to power. Unfortunately, the modernization has been modest. The $556 million deal with the South Korean shipbuilding giant comes 5 years after the company also won a contract to build 2 new frigates for the Philippine Navy. Corvettes and frigates are small but fast-moving warships. Both types of ships are primarily used to protect other ships from attack. This project will provide the Philippine Navy with 2 modern corvettes capable of anti-ship, anti-submarine, and anti-air warfare missions. Gilberto C. Teodoro Jr. said in a speech at the signing ceremony in Manila. Manila has acquired 2 former U.S. Coast Guard ships, 3 landing craft from Australia, and several Coast Guard patrol vessels from Japan in a bid to boost its presence in the South China Sea, where it has a dispute with Beijing. China claims almost all of the sea's trade routes as its own, in a move that Beijing denies. Beijing's claims are contested by Brunei, Malaysia, the Philippines, Taiwan, and Vietnam, through which trillions of dollars worth of trade pass each year. China has dismissed a 2016 ruling by the Hague-based arbitration tribunal that declared Beijing's historical claims to the sea as baseless. South Korea and the Philippines, each faced by increasingly hostile rival nations, elevated their ties to a strategic partnership on Monday, including broader defense and security cooperation between the 2 U.S. treaty allies. South Korean President Yoon Suk-yeol, who is on a state visit to the Philippines, and Philippine President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. announced the upgrade in overall relations after talks in Manila. Under the strategic partnership, the 2 countries agreed to strengthen cooperation between their coast guards. Yoon also pledged to help modernize the Philippine military. The 2 leaders discussed regional issues such as territorial disputes in the South China Sea and tensions on the Korean Peninsula, they said. Marcos said in an opening statement that as the geopolitical environment is only becoming more complex, we must work together to achieve prosperity for our peoples and to promote a rules-based order governed by international law. Philippine and Chinese Coast Guard vessels have clashed repeatedly in disputed waters in the South China Sea, with Chinese ships using water cannons and dangerous maneuvers in incidents that have injured several Filipino Navy personnel and damaged supply boats. Yoon stressed the importance of peace and stability in the South China Sea, and added that the 2 leaders reaffirmed that the international community will never condone North Korea's nuclear programs and its reckless provocations, as well as its illegitimate military cooperation with Russia. Yoon said North Korea's recent disclosure of a nuclear facility was likely an attempt to grab U.S. attention ahead of next month's American presidential election. The Philippines is the first stop on a 6-day Southeast Asia tour for Yoon, which will also take him to Singapore and Laos, where he will attend the summit of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations. The strategic partnership between the Philippines and South Korea encompasses several key areas of cooperation: defense and security cooperation. Both nations have committed to bolstering defense ties, focusing on military modernization and enhanced collaboration between their coast guards. South Korea has pledged to actively participate in the Philippines' ongoing military modernization efforts, which include the acquisition of advanced military hardware such as Fa-50 light attack aircraft, warships, and missiles. Economic and energy collaboration. The partnership extends to economic and energy sectors, aiming to strengthen trade relations and explore joint initiatives in energy development. This includes potential cooperation in nuclear energy, as both countries seek to diversify their energy sources and enhance energy security. Regional stability and rule of law. The leaders emphasized the importance of peace and stability in the South China Sea and reaffirmed their commitment to a rules-based international order. They discussed the necessity of managing territorial disputes peacefully and in accordance with international law, particularly in light of recent tensions in the region. This strategic partnership reflects a shared commitment to addressing common security challenges and promoting regional stability through enhanced bilateral cooperation. Military and defense cooperation. South Korea's pledge to help modernize the Philippine military is a crucial component of the agreement. Beyond naval warship acquisitions, Manila is also seeking advanced weapon systems and technological expertise from Seoul. Joint military training exercises and intelligence sharing agreements are expected to increase, enhancing the Philippines' defensive capabilities in the South China Sea. Additionally, both nations will deepen their Coast Guard collaboration to ensure maritime security, particularly in disputed waters. The Philippine and Chinese Coast Guards have repeatedly clashed in contested territories, prompting Manila to seek stronger alliances with like-minded nations. Seoul's experience in maritime security and defense technology will provide a valuable boost to the Philippine Coast Guard's operational effectiveness. Economic and energy cooperation. Economic cooperation remains a key pillar of the strategic partnership. The two countries plan to enhance trade and investment opportunities, particularly in infrastructure development, manufacturing, and digital technology. Energy security is also a focus, with discussions on South Korean support for the Philippines' renewable energy projects, including nuclear energy. As South Korea is a global leader in nuclear power technology, its expertise could play a crucial role in diversifying the Philippines' energy sources and reducing reliance on fossil fuels. Regional geopolitical context. Both leaders reaffirmed their commitment to maintaining peace and stability in the region, with tensions in the South China Sea escalating due to Beijing's assertiveness. The Philippines is actively strengthening alliances with countries that support a rules-based international order.